taking hits, you better make sure that you're hitting better than they are. You got to try to dodge as best you can, kind of like in the lightning. The lightning is fully capable of holding its own in a battle or in a firefight. This is no joke. I've done it. I've managed to take out Jaguars. I've taken out Icarus. I've taken multiple destroyers out. Back-to-back engagement with this thing. It's not like it doesn't win a fight.
Okay, you don't want to move, do you?
I'm just saying that if both players are equally skilled,
you don't want to
this
move.
thing really suffers in the...
You better move, don't win your fight.
And as you can see, we've taken a lot more damage from this angle. I will say this, if you do get into a fight, I've noticed that if I turn away, sometimes those high explosive rounds, not every time, sometimes they don't do anything. They hit you and they do nothing. So maybe there's a problem with the hitbox on the back of the ship. I don't know. Maybe somebody can look into that for wargaming. But yeah, I've noticed that if you turn away from an engagement, you have more of a chance of the ship to just not take any damage, even though you take it in. Maybe it was just that I'm damage saturated at the time and I didn't realize it. But I've also had both of my torpedo tubes knocked out in one hit. From a mayhem. And he only hits with the shell. Yeah. I want to talk about frustrating. Here's the best part.
Everybody
just devastating strike a Butsu for 34,000 damage. And then I got into a fight with two destroyers. And as I take two rounds, I lost both of my my torpedo tubes. That was
Warship over here and the torpedo.
Get a little trade eye for an eye. Eagle
you
goes
can't
down
die.
I go down to hit. It was meant to be. But there's only one guy left.
Around.
That is the enemy battleship, the Warships. And so we're going to follow our team here and just kind of talk for a minute. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Now, this video is coming out at 7 in the morning. And if you guys like it, you might want to stick around because the Ultimate Admiral Thread is coming out and new.
Yes,
and it's going to be it's the Taskmaster 2 things. We're doing a collab with Stealth 17 Gaming, History Guy Gaming, Brother Monroe, and Every Day's Different. So it's going to be fun. Basically, they come up with a challenge, and we have to adhere to the challenge. And try our best to complete the challenge or do the best that we can in the challenge. Everybody decides their own thing. We don't know what each other are designing, so that's part of the fun. And then most points win the challenge, right? And all of our channels because I get to show myself to an audience that normally wouldn't watch. Being a PC audience.
You can teach you.
No, I know there are several of you. PC World of Warships that actually watch my channel, which I appreciate very much. You guys are awesome. And that's the beauty of YouTube. Once you find a channel that you enjoy, it don't matter if it's console or PC or if it's PlayStation or Xbox or I just enjoy it. And if the person that I'm watching is fun, I don't care what they're doing. I watch them do all kinds of stuff. So I've just been doing some filler. You guys haven't noticed too much, but this Kabuki here is a little tentative to pull out in front of this fire. Kind of fun. Because really a
hey, Lily, Pop is going up to Grandma's,
but because it stops here and it's kind of waiting for this guy.
Can you and Zach come over here since you can't left alone?
Directly towards him.
Hey, Pop's not here.
Because Myers
I need some help.
is able to spot him and wait for it.
I can barely move. My back popped up.
Myers was ready for
I'm hurting.
And punches him.
And I'm trying to put your clothes. It ain't working.
Leaving him with just 190 hit points. But doing what the Fubuki and the Akatsuki are very, very good at is scrapping out torpedoes everywhere. Very nasty torpedoes.
Really, Carl?
Using the guns as best he can. Now you gotta be careful.
Really don't know.
By this Myers by firing his gun. He's not careful. Now he gets on his torpedo.
Oh, that's COVID.
It's not long for this world. Refusing to die.
She's called for the microphone.
I know. Where she had waited half a second longer, he'd have been able to detect this guy and shoot him. Because all he has to do is keep charging towards him, and he gets within 2 kilometers, we guarantee he's on position. Right now, this is detected. But unfortunately, he gets around the corner from the miner. You know, it's been a little while since he fired his torps. Guess what, guys? He's got them back. Just like the Japanese, man, they just always had torpedoes, and you never get away with it. And he launches his torp. One gets absorbed by the island, and the other 2 land whole and fire on the bottom. Hold on to the hooky, even if it was a bit of a butt clincher that didn't need to be for you. We end up with 6,000. Not an amazing game by but a good showcase of the ship. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button.
We can.
Subscribe to the channel.
Ain't nobody over there, everybody left.
I will see you.
The house full of COVID.
Give me a minute, because I got to find the mask and stuff, because I ain't risking getting sick. You have to give me a minute, I was on a pause just then, so I'll go in a minute.
Where'd I go?
Let down.
Everybody, and welcome back to World War II.
Okay.
My name is Spartan Elite 43, and tonight I have a
Wonder why.
bit of an unfortunate first look at the Tier 4 bridge destroyer, the Jaguar. Whether it's called the Jaguar or
She in town.
Zach, she's in town.
I have no idea.
I don't know, it's my business. I don't care why she went
You
town.
guys know me. Anyway.
Why they're gonna call her and give you find those pills?
Boy, I know. I'm guessing.
Well, right now I ain't got that on my mind.
Level 11 now. We did Eric Bay and Jersey Swirsky. We've got Subsurface Adventure, Fragile Brit, Standard Fall, Destroyer Be Destroyed, and Unstoppable as our perks. We look at the loadout. We've got Aiming Systems Mod 1. We're fully upgraded. And if we go to our stats, you can see that we have 15,770 hit points, which is really good for this tier. We got 130. I thought these were actually 139, but they're only 130s. So yeah, 530 millimeter gun, 10.1 kilometers. Turning time on this.
You want to get them, call her and do it. You're not fucking helpless.
Destroyers, but still not the greatest. Maximum HL damage is 1957 with a 9% chance. So fire. If you get a chance to use your AP, then they got a damage of 2,300. Torpedoes, you get 6 of them in 2 launchers and 3. You get 550 millimeter torpedoes that reload in a minute and 17 seconds. 180 degree turn time is minimal, 6 seconds. Maximum damage is pretty good, 18,400. And the detectability is average 1.2 kilometers. Torpedo range 7 kilometers, so mid to short range torpedoes. 63 knots though, so they're not the slowest in the world. Maximum speed is 36.9 knots. Turning circle is 60, and rudder shoot 5 per second. Concealment, we got this thing maxed out at 5.1 kilometers detectability, so exceeding when you need it to be. Detectability by air is 27, guaranteed is always 2, and detectability while firing is focused with 3. She's agile. She moves pretty good back and forth in the water. You're going to need it. But focusing, you have to actually dodge around. Of course, with this early on, you don't really need to use your guns a whole lot unless you get into a fight with destroyers, in which these French destroyers are very good at anti-destroyer roles. Jaguar, or Jaguar, an ancestor of a subtype of large destroyer, French Contra Squatchayard, Norfolk 7. Anyway, that were fast-moving ships, their speed being typical of the French Navy. In contrast to destroyers at that time, these ships had large engines and powerful artillery. She entered service in 1843, and there were 6 of them in the series. Now we take a look at it. Just like most of the French destroyers, they're pretty good-looking ships. I mean, they're really big for a destroyer, obviously. They should just heard me say, but they are really, really good-looking ships. This one only has 3 smokestacks instead of 4. I do like the characteristic of the French destroyers with the tucked-in tail there. It's kind of a unique thing that I haven't seen on any other ships. But yeah. Hopefully you guys like it. Without further ado, let's get to the gameplay. Alrighty, so we are going to go over what I think of this thing so far. And that is pretty straightforward and simple. It is. I like this, but I'm struggling with them as far as getting ideas. I'm doing well with it, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've been averaging over 2,000 base XP in all of the French shorters, so I'm doing well with it, but I'm not having stand-up games, which makes it difficult in these kind of games with you guys. Now, I will say this. We have, tonight has been challenging on so many levels. I've been doing everything in my power to carry games, and every single time I turn around, it just ends to drop the ball in every way possible. This team is no different. So, with that being said, let's see what you guys think. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. First thing I noticed about this was that I was going to have a bad day. There are 4 destroyers on the enemy team, which means there's not a lot of hit points here to take. However, with 4 destroyers on the enemy team, we're going to actually get into some good gunfights, hopefully. Now, one notable thing about this tier 4 that the other higher tier French destroyers have is that this does not have the main battery reload feature, which is unfortunate because that's one of the staples in these French destroyers, and it does miss it. However, it's still very, very good, and unfortunately, it's only got 130 millimeter guns. They're still very, very good, but they're not nearly as good as the 139 that you get in the next tier up. I'm working on getting you guys to tier 6. I do have the tier 6 destroyer finally. I got it in a great day. As you can see, starting out, our gang gets worked by a Kabuki in close quarters combat. Now here I make a beeline for that Kabuki because I guarantee I can kill it. And that third gate is spotted, and he's not hitting where my torpedoes are, unfortunately. I was expecting another destroyer to come over from there, and he caught me off guard by being further out than I was expecting. So he gets to dodge all my torpedoes, and I get to try to dodge his incoming fire. Now, having as much hit points as we do, because we're such a big destroyer, is very, very nice. Now, you can see he's getting some good hits on us, but we're going to go ahead and start opening up our guns. We got 3 guns finally on it, and you can see we're going